Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Let's get started with our study of Sri Bhagavad Gītā. Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Śrīvāsadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. We are continuing our study of Sri Bhagavad Gītā. We are in the 9th chapter. This chapter is entitled The Most Confidential Knowledge. And we have discussed till verse number 22. Today we are starting from verse number 23. Lord Krishna so far has discussed that the most confidential knowledge will be described in this particular chapter. Krishna begins by saying that most confidential knowledge will be discussed. And what is that knowledge? That this whole universe is manifested by Krishna. Krishna is all pervading. He's present everywhere. Yet he is also present in his own abode. And Krishna gives the example of the sky. That just like the sky is there and the wind blows, but the wind is always situated in the sky. Similarly, Krishna is like the sky. Everything in this world is coming from Krishna, like the wind. Krishna says this whole material world, this whole universe, earth, water, fire, air, space, all living entities, they are always under the control of Krishna. Krishna is always in control. Yet to perform his Leela, Krishna appears in this material world from time to time. Sambhavami yuge yuge. And Krishna says, Avajananti mam mudha. The foolish people are not able to recognize me when I come. They are not able to recognize me. And that is their misfortune. Then Krishna says, on the other hand, the Mahatmas, the great personalities, they are able to recognize me and they engage in my bhakti. Mahatmanas tumam partha daivi prakriti ashada bhajanti anana manaso jnatva bhutadi mabhayam. How do they do bhajan of Krishna? Verse 14. Sadatam kirtayanto mam. They are always chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then Krishna described that those who are not really Mahatmas, there are different categories of transcendentalists. Not everybody is a Mahatma. So some people who are not so spiritually evolved, they may want to cultivate knowledge. They may want to worship Krishna through performance of yajna. But one should know that Krishna is the father, Krishna is the mother, Krishna is the syllable Om, Krishna is all the Vedas. Krishna says, Pitaham asya jagato Mata Dhata Pitamaha, Vedyam Pavitram Omkar, Riksam Yajurevacha. I am everything. He says, I am the sustainer, I am the goal, I am the master, I am the witness, I am the abode, I am the refuge, I am the most dear friend. Krishna says, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi, Nivasa Sharanam Surit, Prabhavaha Pralayaha Sthanam, Nidhanam Bijam Avyayam. I am the original seed, I am the creation, maintenance, annihilation. Krishna is everything, Krishna is everywhere. Krishna says, I control heat, I control the rain, I control drought, I am immortality, I am death. Mrityu evacha. I am death also. Krishna meets us in the form of death. And I am moving, non-moving, everything. Krishna says that those who worship the devatas, they go to the heavenly planets, but when their pious credits are finished, they again fall down in this material world. Thus, they only get flickering happiness. But Krishna says, Ananyas chintayanto mam, ye jana paryupasate, tesham nitya abhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. But those who are my pure devotees, those who are always worshipping me, Ananya means nobody else, only Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam, ye jana paryupasate. Those who worship me, tesham, only to them, who are always engaged, nitya abhyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. I give them what they lack and I preserve what they have. That is Krishna's special mercy on his devotees. Then Krishna says, those who worship other gods, they are worshipping them in a wrong way. That will start from today's verse. Am I right? Yes. Yes, we are going to start from verse number 23. We discussed till verse number 22. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Those who worship Krishna with one-pointedness, fixed determination, Krishna is always there for them. Yogakshemam vahamyam. See, growing up in India, the what do you call it? The motto or the tagline of LIC, Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC is what? Yogakshemam vahamyam. So actually that originates from Bhagavad Gītā. Krishna says that. That is Krishna's promise to the devotees. Ananyas chintayanto mam. जो भगवान का अनन्य चिंतन करते हैं. Ananyas chintayanto mam. ये जना पर्युपासते. जो भगवान कृष्ण की उपासना करते हैं. ये जना पर्युपासते. तेषाम नित्याभियुक्तानाम. जो हमेशा मेरा नित्य भजन करते हैं, नित्य चिंतन करते हैं. योगक्षेमम वहाम्यम. मैं उन्हें जो भी उनके जरूरत है वो उन्हें पहुंचाता हूं और जो वहां में मैं खुद ले आता हूं. आई एम द डिलीवरी मैन. वॉट एवर दे नीड आई डिलीवर देम. एंड योगक्षेमम, आई ऑलवेज प्रिजर्व व्हाट दे हैव. So in this way, Krishna is very merciful to his devotees. Now we begin from verse number 23. Please listen carefully. These are Krishna's perfect words to enlighten all of us. Text 23. Yap anya devata bhakta yajante shraddhayan vitaha tepi mameva kaunteya yajantya vidhi purvakam. Translation and purport by our beloved founder Acharya Nitya Lila Pravishtha Shri Śrīmad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation: Krishna is saying, whatever a man may sacrifice to other gods, O son of Kunti, it is really meant for me alone, but it is offered without true understanding. They are worshipping Krishna only, but they are doing it in a wrong way. Avidhi purvakam. Vidhi purvak means properly. Avidhi purvak means in a wrong way. See Krishna saying, ये अपि अन्य देवता भक्ता, जो अन्य देवताओं के भक्त है, यजन्ते श्रद्धयान्वितः, और वो अन्य देवताओं की श्रद्धा पूर्वक सेवा कर रहे हैं, उन्हें भज रहे हैं, उनकी उपासना कर रहे हैं. ते अपि मामेव कौन्तेय, वास्तव में वो मेरा ही भजन कर रहे हैं, लेकिन यजंती अविधि पूर्वकम, लेकिन वो अविधि पूर्वक भजन कर रहे हैं. क्योंकि डायरेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हो, ऐसा खा रहा है, ऐसा ऐसा सीधा सीधा खाना चाहिए. डायरेक्टली ऑफर इट टू कृष्ण. यथा तरोर मूल निषेचयन तृप्त्यंत यत् स्कंद भुजोपशाखा. अगर इफ यू पुट water directly to the roots of a tree, whole tree is nourished. So why should we individually water the leaves? Ultimately, that water from the leaf will fall down and go to the roots only. But it's indirect. You climb on each branch and water each branch, each leaf. I am watering the tree. एक पत्ते को पानी दूंगा, पानी पिलाऊंगा. That is wrong. Why you want to run after 33 crore demigods? जो देव देव है, सब देवताओं के देव है, भगवान कृष्ण. उनकी सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य माम एकम शरणम व्रज. When we यस्मिन तुष्टे जगत तुष्टम. द्रौपदी जी ने एक छोटा शाक का टुकड़ा खिला दिया श्री कृष्ण को, तो दुर्वास मुनि और उनके जो 10,000 शिष्य थे, उनको आचमन करने की भूख नहीं बची. ऐसे ढकार आ रहे थे, अरे बाप रे, बहुत खा लिया. Because Krishna was satisfied. Yasmin tushta jagat tushtam. If Krishna is satisfied, everybody else is satisfied. Individually, we don't have to satisfy others. So Krishna is saying worship of the demigods is there, but it is in the wrong way. Instead, just worship me. I am the source of everyone. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, persons who engage in the worship of demigods are not very intelligent. They are not very intelligent. Krishna himself says, कामस्तैस्तर हृत ज्ञान प्रपद्यन्ते अन्य देवता. जो अन्य देवताओं की शरण लेते हैं, हृत ज्ञान है, उनकी बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो गई है. They have lost their intelligence. हृत अर्थात चोरी हो गया. ज्ञान means knowledge. They are bereft of real knowledge. That's why they worship others. Srila Prabhupada says that the demigods, जो अन्य देवता है, so to speak, they are different officers and directors in the government of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So if you know the owner of a company, who is the owner, he is the founder, he is the CEO, he is everything. And then he may have hundreds of employees, so many project managers, so many vice presidents. But if you directly know the owner, founder, the chairman, the CEO, the whole and soul of the company, then you directly go to that person if you directly have a relationship. And we have a relationship directly with Krishna. Jivera Swarup hai Krishna Ranitya. Krishna says in Gītā, Mama Amsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhutasana. Aap sab mere Amsh ho. So why not directly go to our Pita Ahamasya Jagata? Why not directly go to our Father Krishna? Why go here and there? Krishna says, Srila Prabhupada says, to offer some bribe to the officers and different directors in the organization is illegal. If we want something, if we offer a bribe to the demigod by offering some puja, I will do this puja, then I want a good child, I will do this puja, I want good marks in the exam, I will do this puja, mujhe job dila do, please get me a job. So if you are worshipping different devatas for different material benedictions, that is like giving bribe. And Prabhupada says that is illegal. Instead, whatever you want, you go to Krishna. That is the best policy. Whatever you want, you go to Krishna. You want protection, go to Krishna. You want freedom from disease, you go to Krishna. You want wealth, you go to Krishna. You want liberation, you go to Krishna. You want happiness, you go to Krishna. Akama sarva kamova moksha kama udaradhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusha param. Śrīmad Bhagavatam says, whether you have lot of material desires or you have no desire at all, you worship Krishna. That will purify you. Ultimately, it will lead to the path of pure bhakti. Pure path of bhakti is, what is the pure definition of pure bhakti given by Srila Rupa Goswami? Anya abhilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavratam anukulyana krishna anushilanam bhakti ruttama. Then there is no material desire. Krishna, you can do whatever you want. I am worshipping you only for your pleasure. Ultimately, we have to come to that point. Therefore, Prabhupada says, this is stated here as avidhi purvakam. In other words, Krishna does not approve the unnecessary worship of the demigods. Text 24. So Krishna in 23 says that worship of the Anya Devata is avidhi purvak. It is wrong. In 24 verse, Lord Krishna says, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natumam abhijananti tatvena taschavantite. So after reading verse number 23, one may question, why is Krishna saying like this? Is Krishna jealous of the devatas? Is Krishna envious of the devatas? ऐसा क्यों कह रहे हैं कि किसी और की पूजा मत करो, मेरी पूजा करो, किसी और को मत भजो, मेरा ही भजन करो? ऐसा क्यों कह रहे हैं प्रभु? क्या प्रभु जलते हैं देवताओं से? नो. Krishna is explaining in verse 24 why he said what he said in verse 23, that worship of the demigods is wrong. गलत है देवताओं की पूजा करना. Why? In verse 24 Krishna says अहम ही सर्व यज्ञानां भोक्ता च प्रभुरेव च. अरे सभी यज्ञों का, सभी कार्यों का भोक्ता मैं हूं. Krishna says I am the enjoyer, Prabhu, and I am the master. I am the master and I am the enjoyer. Bhokta cha prabhureva cha. I am the Prabhu, the master, and Bhokta, I am the enjoyer of everything in this world. Then why we should offer anything to the devatas? Isn't that cheating? Isn't that illegal? Prabhupada used illegal. Giving bribe to the different officers and directors is illegal. Illegal hai. Kyunki if you go to the demigods, they are also devotees of Krishna only. You go to Surya Dev, give me good health. People worship Surya Dev for good health. But in Bhagavad Gītā, Krishna says, Evam vivashvate yogo. Surya Dev hi mera chela hai. Hare Krishna. Yes, he is a disciple of Krishna. Disciple ko chela bolte. Chela kehte. Surya Dev is the first disciple of Krishna. When this world was created, Krishna gave knowledge of Bhagavad Gītā to Surya Dev. So, therefore, there is no need to go here and there because Krishna is the enjoyer of everything. So, why we should take something that belongs to Krishna and give it to the different devatas? That is illegal, Prabhupada says. Because Krishna is saying, Aham hi sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhur eva cha. Krishna is the enjoyer and the master of everything. And then, okay, what will happen if I don't recognize Krishna? Yes, Krishna is saying, the Vedas are saying, the Puranas are saying, Śrīpad Narad Muni is saying, Shankar Bhagwan is saying, Brahma Ji is saying, Hanumanji is saying, all the great authorities, Arjun is saying, all the great authorities are saying that Krishna is God. But what will happen if I don't recognize Krishna? That is explained in the third line of this verse. Natu mam abhijananti. If you don't recognize me, tattve natas, in tattva, if we don't understand Krishna tattva, the truth about Krishna, chavanti te, then we will fall down. If we don't recognize Krishna, we fall down. If we worship the devatas, that is illegal. That is wrong. Avidhi purvak. So if we natu mam abhijananti tattvenatas chavantite. If we don't understand Krishna, we fall down. If we worship the devatas, that is illegal. Antavattu phalam tesham tad bhavate alpamedasam. Those who are alpamed, जो less intelligent है, वही देवताओं की पूजा करते हैं. भगवद गीता में कृष्ण कहते हैं अंतवत्तु फलम तेषाम तद भवते अल्पमेधसाम. क्योंकि देवताओं के जो उपासना करने से जो फल प्राप्त होता है वो नाशीवंत है, अंतवत है. अंतवत्तु फलम तेषाम तद भवते अल्पमेधसाम. तो कृष्ण कहते हैं न तु माम अभिजानन्ति तत्त्वतः च्यवन्ति. भगवान को नहीं समझेंगे तो हमारा पतन हो जाएगा. देवताओं की उपासना करेंगे तो वो अविधि पूर्वक है, गलत है. That is why Krishna is saying, you worship me. Understand? हमारे फायदे के लिए, हमारे हित के लिए, हमारे उद्धार के लिए भगवान कह रहे हैं कि मेरा भजन करो. Because it is good for us. Krishna has unlimited devotees in Vaikuntha. He doesn't need us. But Krishna is saying for our benefit. Te hitam. In the 18th chapter, Krishna says, Te hitam. आपके हित के लिए कह रहा हूं. मन मना भव मद भक्तो मद्याजी माम नमस्कुरु. So it is a very important siddhanta that it is for our benefit that Krishna is saying you worship me. Aham sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhu. I am the only enjoyer and the only object of sacrifice. Natu mam abhijananti tattvenatas chavantite. Those who do not recognize me, my true transcendental nature, they fall down. Unka patan hota hai. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj writes, all of them are meant, everything, all the yajnas, everything is meant for satisfying the Supreme Lord. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. Bhagwan ke tushtata ke liye sab kuch hai. Yajna means Vishnu. He is Yajnesh. Bhagwan Krishna ka ek naam hai Yajnesh, jo kisi bhi yajna ke Ishwar hai. Varnashram dharma is specifically meant for satisfying Vishnu. We saw that. Samsiddhir haritoshanam. What is that verse? Atha pumbir dhirashreshta varnashrama vibhagasha swanushidasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. Varnashram भगवान कृष्ण को प्रसन्न करने के लिए है. इट इज मेंट टू प्लीज कृष्ण. टेक्स्ट 25. यान्ति देवव्रता देवान् पितॄन् यान्ति पितृव्रताः भूतानि यान्ति भूतेज्या यान्ति मद्याजिनोऽपि माम्. ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण श्लोक है, कृपया ध्यान दीजिए. भगवान कृष्ण कह रहे हैं यान्ति देवव्रता देवान्, जो भगवान की उपासना, जो देवताओं की उपासना करते हैं वो देवताओं के लोग जाते हैं. Those who worship the demigods, they will go to the planets of the demigods. Those who worship Somadev, they will go to moon planet. Those who worship Suryadev, they will go to the sun planet. Those who worship Ganeshji, they will go to the planet of Ganeshji. Like that. Whichever devata we worship, we will go there. जो शनि भगवान की आराधना करते हैं, they will go to Shani Dev. So like that. यान्ति देवव्रता देवान् पितॄन् यान्ति पितृव्रताः, जो पितरों को की उपासना करते हैं, those who worship the ancestors, they will go to the planets wherever the ancestors are. Pious ancestors, जो पुण्यवान ancestors है, जो सही में जिन्हें स्वर्गवास हुआ है, they go to पितृलोक. It's a higher planet where there is comfort and enjoyment. भूतानि यान्ति भूतेज्य, जो भूत प्रेत की उपासना करते हैं, तांत्रिक पूजा करते हैं, ब्लैक मैजिक करते हैं, तो ये भूतों के लोक में जाता है, जहां पर ऑल द घोस्ट्स एंड अदर बीइंग्स लिव, दे गो देयर. यान्ति मद याजिनोऽपि माम, और जो मेरे भक्त है वो मेरे पास आते हैं. देखिए भगवान कृष्ण ने इस श्लोक के 4 लाइंस में 4 प्रकार के उपासकों के 4 अलग अलग डेस्टिनेशंस बताए हैं. कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि चाहे कुछ भी करो, कई सारे पाथ है, दे ऑल लीड टू द सेम डेस्टिनेशन, कुछ भी करो. ऐसा नहीं है. दैट इज रॉन्ग फिलोसफी. ऐसा है क्या कि अटलांटा से कोई भी फ्लाइट ले लो, तुम वृंदावन पहुंच जाओगे? ऐसा है क्या? कोई भी फ्लाइट पकड़ लो अटलांटा से, सभी तो उड़ ही रहे ना, सब आकाश में जा रहे हैं, कोई भी फ्लाइट पकड़ लो. ऐसा नहीं चलता. यू हैव टू टेक अ फ्लाइट टू दिल्ली, वहां से फिर टैक्सी करके यू हैव टू गो टू मथुरा एंड वृंदावन. लाइक दैट, देयर इज अ प्रॉपर वे. सो सिमिलरली कृष्णा सेज वेरी क्लियरली, अलग अलग डेस्टिनेशन से अलग अलग वर्शिपर्स के, अलग अलग उपासकों के अलग अलग गति प्राप्त होती है उनको. यान्ति देवव्रता देवान्, दोज हू वर्शिप डेमिगॉड्स, दे गो टू द प्लैनेट्स ऑफ डेमिगॉड्स. पितॄन् यान्ति पितृव्रताः, जो पितृव्रता है, दे गो टू द प्लैनेट्स ऑफ पितृ. भूतानि यान्ति भूतेज्य, भूतेज्य जो भूतों की उपासना करते हैं, इज्य मीन्स उनकी उपासना करते हैं, दे गो टू द प्लैनेट्स ऑफ द भूतास. यान्ति मद याजिनोऽपि माम, जो मेरी पूजा करते हैं, मेरी उपासना करते हैं, वो मेरे पास आते हैं. दे गो टू कृष्ण लोक, दे गो टू वैकुंठ. साफ साफ लिखा है. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. Those who worship ancestors, they go to ancestors. Those who worship me will live with me. Hare Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada says, if anyone has any desire to go to the moon planet, sun planet, or any other planet, one can attain the desired destination by following the specific Vedic principles recommended for that purpose. हमारे जो वेद है, वेद शास्त्र है, वो बहुत विशाल है. So huge library consisting of hundreds and thousands of shlokas. और सभी देवताओं की कहीं ना कहीं कोई ना कोई उपासना उसमें वर्णित है. It is described. You will find. इंद्रदेव की पूजा करनी है तो इंद्रदेव की उपासना है, उनका क्या व्रत है, क्या उपवास का, सब कुछ है. You can attain Amaravati, the capital of Indradev. ऐसा. So it's possible. Even the impersonalists fall down from Brahma Jyoti, but you go to the heavenly planet, you go to Brahma Jyoti, wherever you want to go, you go. But ultimately, the only permanent abode is that of Vaikuntha. Even the impersonalists fall down from the Brahma Jyoti. This Krishna consciousness movement is therefore distributing sublime information to the entire human society to the effect that by simply chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become perfect in this life and go back home, back to Godhead. हमारे वीर राघव आचार्य जी ने केवल अष्टक में बहुत सुंदर श्लोक लिखा है. He says, आ ब्रह्मा स्तंभ पर्यंतम सर्व मायामयम जगत सत्यम सत्यम पुनः सत्यम हरेर नाम एव केवलम. Srila Prabhupada is writing the same thing, that everything is temporary, everything is mayakrit, sarva mayamayam jagat, but the eternal truth is Krishna, who is non-different from his holy name. सत्यम सत्यम पुनः सत्यम हरेर नाम एव केवलम. भगवान का नाम ही सत्य है. जब किसी को when someone meets with death, जब कोई किसी का देह शांत हो जाता है तो क्या कहते हैं हम? राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। सत्यम सत्यम पुनः सत्यम हरेर नाम एव केवलम। बस। So while we are living, why not spend time chanting Hare Krishna? Why should people chant when we are dead and gone? उससे क्या होगा? वो तो ऑलरेडी, जिसका देह शांत हुआ है उसे तो अगला डेस्टिनेशन मिल गया है, अगली योनि प्राप्त हो गई है। अब यह राम नाम करे क्या फायदा? जब तक श्वास है तब हरि नाम लेना चाहिए। निश्वास नाही विश्वास कदारूदो भविष्यति कीर्तनियो मदो बाल्यात् हरेर नाम है वह केवलम। कहते हैं निश्वास नाही विश्वास, हमारे श्वास कब रुक जाएगा कोई भरोसा नहीं है, कोई विश्वास नहीं है। When we will breathe our last, तब ये देह शांत हो जाएगा, पता नहीं। निश्वास नाही विश्वास, नहीं पता कब श्वास बंद हो जाएंगे। कदारूधो भविष्यति, कभी भी डेथ कैन कम इन द फ्यूचर। इसीलिए कीर्तनीय मतो बाल्याद, इसीलिए बाल्य अवस्था से भगवान का भजन करना चाहिए। कीर्तनीय मतो बाल्याद हरेर नाम है वो केवलम। कौमारम आचरित प्राज्ञवाद, सबरे पढ़ रहे थे हम भागवतम जी में। इसीलिए बचपन से भक्ति पकड़ लेनी चाहिए। कौमारम आचरित प्राज्ञ, प्रहलाद महाराज एवं भागवत, प्रहलाद महाराज कहते हैं कि कौमारम आचरित प्राज्ञ, कौमार अवस्था अर्थात 5 वर्ष से भी कम। सोचो, less than 5 years you should start taking to Krishna consciousness, because anytime death can come, who knows? So we should not wait. So Krishna is saying that yanti mad yajinopi mam, those who worship me come to me. So the question is how to worship Krishna. So 26, verse 26, patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachhati tadaham bhaktiruparitam ashnami prayatatmanah। patram, patra, leaf, pushpam, flower, pushpa, फूल, फलम, fruit, फल, तोयम, जल, water, यो में भक्त्या प्रयच्छति, प्रयच्छति का अर्थ है टू ऑफर, भगवान को अर्पण करना। कैसे? भक्त्या प्रयच्छति, भक्ति पूर्वक हमें अर्पण करना है। वन हु ऑफर्स विद डिवोशन तदहम भक्ति उपहृतम, भक्ति उपहृतम, बिकॉज इट इज ऑफर्ड विद डिवोशन, भक्ति उपहृतम, अहम अश्नामि, मैं उसे खा लेता हूं, स्वीकार करता हूं। प्रयत आत्मनः, यदि कोई शुद्ध चित्त से मुझे भक्ति से पत्रम पुष्पम फलम तोयम अर्पण करता है तो मैं उसे ग्रहण कर लेता हूं, उसे पा लेता हूं। भगवान, आई एक्सेप्ट इट इफ इट इज ऑफर्ड विद डिवोशन, आई विल एक्सेप्ट इट, दैट कंडीशन इज देयर, भक्ति उपहृतम। In the purport, Lord Srila Prabhupada says, here Lord Krishna, having established that he is the only enjoyer, aham sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha, he is the only enjoyer, he is the primeval Lord, and the real object of all sacrificial offerings, reveals what type of sacrifices he desires to be offered. भगवान कह रहे मेरी उपासना करो। इस श्लोक में 26वें श्लोक में कृष्णा इज सेइंग उपासना कैसे करनी है, भगवान की उपासना कैसे करनी है भगवान सिखा रहे हैं, बता रहे हैं। सिखाएंगे श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु के रूप में, यहां बता रहे हैं थियोरेटिकल, practically he will demonstrate when he comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But here theoretically Krishna is saying, if offered with devotion I will accept. If one wishes to engage in bhakti, यदि भक्ति करनी है भगवान की, कृष्ण की, if one wants to engage in devotional service to Krishna, Supreme Lord, then one should find out what Krishna desires of him. Correct? If we want to serve someone, we want to know what that service should be. Correct? So when we join a job, we are serving a company, organization. What do we try to find out? What is the job description? What is the expectation of the employer? Isn't it? This is the most important thing. Any good employee would want to know what are the job expectations. What is my role? So we can serve nicely. We can do a good job, professional job. Similarly, if we want to do bhakti, we should understand what the object of our bhakti wants, what the object of our worship wants from the worshipper. One who loves Krishna will give Krishna whatever Krishna wants. Logical? If you want to please Krishna, then give what Krishna wants. We go to somebody's house, kya loge aap? Limbu ka sharbat dijiye. Give me some limbu sharbat. No. I will give you hot tea. No. We want little nice cold limbu sharbat. No. I will give you hot tea. Take hot tea. I make very nice hot tea. You take hot tea. Is that service? Is that bhakti? Is this Atithi Seva? No. Because manmani acharan, we are doing what we want. Bhakti means to do what the object of our bhakti wants. And Krishna is the Vishaya Vigraha. He is the object of our worship. So we must understand what Krishna wants. So we should offer what Krishna wants, and we should avoid offering what is undesirable to Krishna. Prabhupada says, in this shlok, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yomya Bhaktya Prechati, Krishna is not talking about meat, fish, masam, matsyam, those words are not used. Fish, meat, eggs, they are not to be offered to Krishna. Instead, he clearly requests a leaf, fruit, flower. Leaf can be spinach leaf, palak, kothimbir, or tulsi leaf, most important. So like that. Fruit, flower, water, that's what Krishna wants. Prabhupada says vegetables, grains, fruits, milk, and water are the proper food for human beings, and they are prescribed here by Lord Krishna himself. And in 3rd chapter, Prabhupada points out in the next paragraph, 13th verse, Lord Krishna has already explained that whatever we eat, it should be offered in yajna. Yajna shishtashana santo mucchante sarvakil bhishaihi. Bhunjate tetvo agham papa yah pachante atma karana. If we take it for ourselves without offering it in yajna, then we are only eating sins. Agham papa yah pachanti atma karana. So we should offer it to Krishna. Prabhupada says Krishna has no need of food since he already possesses everything that be. Ahami sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurvacha. Sarva loka maheshwaram. He owns everything. Yet Krishna will accept the offering of one who desires to please. If someone is desiring to please Krishna, किसी की अभिलाषा है, राधा कृष्ण सेवा पाओ, यही अभिलाषी, ऐसी अभिलाषा है, then Krishna will accept. ठीक है, you want to serve me, even though I don't need, you give. जैसे when Guru Maharaj comes, does Guru Maharaj really need garland? Sometimes it's even uncomfortable to have that garland around the neck. And then so many garlands. Sometimes there are 4 or 5 garlands devotees have made, they offer. So Guru Maharaj doesn't want all those garlands, but just to please the devotees, our Guru Maharajas, they may accept those garlands. Prabhupada used to wear so many garlands. So there is one very nice video. Nadiya Goduru mein Nityananda Maharaj. If you go to YouTube and type Nadiya Goduru mein Nityananda Maharaj by Agnidev Prabhu. So Agnidev Prabhu is singing. It's a video, but they have shown a video of Prabhupada sitting on a terrace in Mayapur. Just sitting with a little sannyas cloth on the top, and he's sitting, and there are many devotees who have come for darshan. And there are some young boys and girls doing some dance also, and they come, and different people come and they offer many garlands. Very nice video, you can watch. They offer garlands to Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada takes out one by one and gives it to the assembled devotees. So Guru Maharaj doesn't need garland. It's actually uncomfortable. But the Gurudev may accept it because the devotee wants to do some service and please. So Krishna is similar way. Krishna is accepting it. He doesn't need it. Radharani is making first class bhoga for Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. And Radha and Krishna both are being served by the gopis and the manjaris. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadhrumada Śrīmad Ratnagara Simhasanastha Śrīmad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prishthali Visevya Manav Smarami. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, since time immemorial, Srimati Radharani has been cooking for Krishna out of love, pure love. And till today, not one dish has been repeated twice. Not once. Every time Srimati Radharani makes new dishes. Such an expert cook she is. So Krishna doesn't need our cooking. But because we want to do some seva for Krishna, we want to offer our love, we want to please Krishna, Krishna accepts. Ashnavi. The important element in preparation, in serving Krishna and in offering Krishna is to act with love for Krishna, love and devotion. That is the only thing that can satisfy Krishna. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam nachagunaya bhakti priya madhav. Now if someone says, Krishna, you said patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati, offer with bhakti, but I don't have bhakti. Then what should I do? I don't have bhakti. What should I do? Then Krishna says, verse 27, Yat karoshi yad ashnasi yad juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva mad arpanam. Yat karoshi, whatever you do, yat ashnasi, whatever you eat, yad juhoshi, whatever you offer, dadasi yat, whatever you give away, yat tapasyasi, whatever tapasya you perform, austerities you perform. O Kaunteya, O son of Kunti Arjun, tad kurushva mad arpanam. You do that as an offering to me. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you donate, whatever you give away charity, you give that as an offering to me. Tad kurushva mad arpanam. Now please note, in the previous verse, verse number 26, the word bhakti was used twice by Krishna. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti ruparitam ashnami prayatatmana. In this verse, verse number 27, how many times bhakti has been used? The word bhakti? 0. Not even once. Yat karoshi yad ashnas yad juhosi dadasi yad tapasyasi kaunte tat kurushamadam. Because this is a preliminary stage. Those who cannot do patram pushpam phalam toyam, after reading this verse, they may think, oh, I am not a bhakta, I don't have bhakti. So they should not get disappointed. Krishna is saying, okay, whatever you are following Varnashram, you are a Kshatriya, you fight for me. You are a Brahman, you do all the pujas for me. You are a Vaishya, you give some donate wealth. Shudra, you serve some devotee. Whatever you are, whoever you are, you do something, whatever you do it as an offering to me. Tat kurushva madarpanam. Bhakti may not be there in your heart, but still you do for me. So this comes under Varnashram. The previous verse comes under Bhakti. That is Daivi Varnashram. O son of Kunti, Kaunteya, all that you do, all that you eat, all that you offer and give away, as well as all austerities that you perform, should be done as an offering unto me, Krishna says. Purport. It is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna for even a moment, in any circumstances. I'm going to repeat this. This sentence of Srila Prabhupada is very important. Please listen carefully, my dear friends. Srila Prabhupada says, it is the duty of everyone to mold his life in such a way that he will not forget Krishna in any situation, any circumstance. Srila Prabhupada is telling us, mold your life in a way that you never forget Krishna. हमें हमारी दिनचर्या ऐसी बनानी है कि हम कभी भगवान को ना भूले. Should never forget Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnu. Vismartavya na jatujit. Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. This is the most important instruction of the Vedas. Towards the end, Srila Prabhupada says, if one practices meditating on Krishna 24 hours by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra rounds on his beads, he is surely the greatest yogi, as mentioned in the last of 6th chapter. Prabhupada says we should always have our bead bag and keep chanting as much as possible. At night also when we sleep, if it's okay, we should soft put Prabhupada Japa so that the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is surrounding us even when we are sleeping. That for 24 hours we are surrounded by Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And Khaite Shuite Yatha Tatha Namla Deshkal Niyam Nai Sarva Siddhi Hai. While walking, while doing all our day-to-day activities like brushing, bathing, wearing our clothes, eating, we should keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Softly with our mouth or internally. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kali Kale Nama Rupa Krishna Avatar, Nama Haite Haya Sarva Jagat Nistar. In Kali Yuga, Krishna has incarnated in the form of his holy name. Nam, Krishna Nam. Remember we saw Avajananti Mamudha. The fools cannot recognize Krishna when he comes. But we should recognize because Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar. Nama Haite Haya Sarva Jagat Nistar. Sare jag ko tarne ke liye, to deliver the whole world in Kali Yuga, Krishna incarnates in the form of his name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we should take shelter of chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is our best friend. Why? Because Krishna is our best friend. And Hare Krishna Mahamantra is non-different. So what will happen if we do everything for Krishna? Yat karoshi yadashnashi tat kurushamadarpanam. Text 28. Shubha shubha falayarevam mokshase karma bandhanaihi sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimukto mam upashyasi. Very important verse. Lord Krishna says in this way, by yat karoshi yad ashnashi yad juhosi tadasyad yat tapasyasi kaunte tat kurushamadarpanam, by offering everything to me, in this way you will be freed from all reactions to good and evil deeds. Shubha shubha falayar evam mokshase. Shubh ashubh falayar evam mokshase karma bandhanai. Karma bandhan se hum mukt ho jayenge. We will be free from the clutches of the laws of karma. Both from the shubh ashubh. Once Srila Prabhupada said, Kirtan was going on. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada said, when you are doing Harinam Sankirtan, clap your hands. Kara tal, tali bajao. Prabhupada said, by doing this, jo karmo ki lakir hai, all the lines of destiny, they get erased. All the sins get destroyed. Eka Krishna nama kare sarva papa kshay. Navavida bhakti purna nama haite hai. Prabhupada said all the sins are destroyed. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam. Last verse of Śrīmad Bhagavad, 12th canto, last verse. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranamo dukkha kshamanastam namami Harim Param. Hari Naam Sankirtan karne se. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya means Hari. Bhagwan Hari ka naam Sankirtan karne se Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Sare paap nasht ho jate hain. Sab kuch. Past, present, jo bhi hamare paap karma hai, sab nasht ho jate hain. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Pranamo Dukkha Kshamanam Namami Harim Param. Hari. Param hai, Supreme Lord hai. So Prabhupada said all the sins are destroyed by clapping in Harinam Sankirtan. All the devotees are very happy. Then Prabhupada said all your punya is also destroyed. All your paap is destroyed and all your punya is also destroyed. Because of paap we suffer. Because of punya we enjoy. Prabhupada said, I don't want you to suffer. A sadhu never wants anybody to suffer. Sadhu is para dukkha dukhi. They want to see everybody happy. They want everyone to be happy. Sarve sukhano bhavantu. Let everyone be happy. But if we enjoy, because of our punya karma, if we enjoy great wealth, fame, opulence, comforts, luxury, what will happen? We'll forget Krishna. Matirna Krishne parata swatova mitho bhipadaye tagriha vratanam adanta gobhir vishatam tamishram punah punascharvita charvananam. Adanta gobhir will happen if we enjoy with our senses. So Prabhupada said, your paap is destroyed. And then Prabhupada paused and then said, and your punya is also destroyed. And devotees were a little shocked. But Prabhupada explained, yes, as long as you have punya, you have to stay in this world. So here Krishna says, Shubh Ashubh means paap, punya, both are destroyed. Shubh means punya, Ashubh means paap. Shubha phalayar evam mokshase karma bandhane. Karma, good karma, bad karma. Mokshase karma bandhane. We get free from both pious activities and impious activities. Sannyasa yoga yuktatma vimukto. Such a person who is a sannyasi becomes vimukta. Vishesha rupena mukta, completely free. And where does he go? He gets free from here like a rocket. Breaks beyond the gravity. Goes where? What is the resting place? Mam upashyasi. Comes to me, Krishna says. Comes to me. Takes shelter at my lotus feet. Very beautiful verse. Shubha phalayar evam moksha se karma bandhanaihi. Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. We have to be sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Vimukto mam upashyasi. In this way, you will become free from all reactions to good and evil deeds. And by this principle of renunciation, yukta vairagya, sannyasa yoga yuktatma, you will be liberated and you will come to me. Let's read what is the meaning of sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. One who acts in Krishna consciousness under superior direction is called yukta. Yukta. What is that verse? Yukta. What is that word? Anybody knows? Yukta. Ananyas chintayantam mam ye jana parupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. Ananyas chintayantam. We just saw this verse last time. Ananyas chintayantam ye jana parupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam. Yuktam. Those who are eternally engaged, constantly engaged in ananya chintan. Always thinking of Krishna, always Krishna conscious. One who acts in Krishna consciousness. Consciousness means chintan, chetana. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Always thinking of Krishna. Ye jana paryupasate, जो भगवान की कृष्ण की उपासना करते हैं, तेषाम नित्य अभियुक्तानाम, जो नित्य हमेशा ऐसे एंगेज्ड रहते हैं, युक्त रहते हैं भक्ति में, योगक्षेमम वहाम्यहम. I am always there for them. One who acts in Krishna consciousness under superior direction is called yukta. Yukta. The technical term is yukta vairagya. Sannyas means vairagya. Mahaprabhu bhakta gana vairagya pradhan. Kya hai de prita haila? Shri Gaura Bhagavan. Krishna, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes very happy. Tushta hai. When he sees his devotees practice vairagya. Mahaprabhu bhakta gana vairagya pradhan. Srila Rupa Goswami says that as long as we are in this material world, we have to act. Correct? We cannot stay without acting in this material. We have to do some work in this material world. Everybody has to work. We cannot cease working. Therefore, if actions are performed, if work is performed, and the fruits are given to Krishna, then that is called Yukta Vairagya. So whatever we do it for Krishna. We offer the results to Krishna. That is called Yukta Vairagya. When we do activities and we enjoy the fruits of our activity, whatever we get, the paycheck, the money, the perks that come because of our work, if we selfishly enjoy with them, that is called Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam. Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam. Enjoy. But if we work and give the results to Krishna, that is called Yukta Vairagya. Because we are Vairagya. We are not attached to the fruits. We are giving them to Krishna. And Yukta means we are connected to Krishna. Ananyas chintayantam yajana paryupasatesham nityabhi yuktana. A devotee does not become one with the Brahmajyoti, but rather enters into the planet of the Supreme Lord Krishna. It is clearly mentioned here, Mam Upashyasi. Look at the last line. Mam Upashyasi. We come to Krishna. We don't go to the heavenly planets. We don't stay here. We don't go anywhere else. We go to Krishna Lok. Mam Upashyasi. Krishna clearly says, they come to me. Back home, back to Godhead. Mam Upashyasi. Anyone who has no other interest but to dedicate his life to the service of Lord Krishna is actually a sannyasi. Okay, please pay attention. Here Srila Prabhupada is giving definition of sannyasi. Because in this verse, Lord Krishna is telling us to become a sannyasi. Not sannyasi to wear saffron clothes and hold a danda and leave home and family. That is vairagya. But here we are talking about Yukta Vairagya. Yukta Vairagya, where we are using everything in Krishna's service. So we don't have to leave home. We don't have to leave our family. Sannyas lene ki avashyakta nahi hai, but we have to cultivate the spirit of sannyas. That is more important. Internally, we have to be sannyasi. What is that? Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Srila Prabhupada explains. Please listen carefully. Anyone who has no other interest but to dedicate one's life to the service of Lord Krishna is actually a sannyasi. I repeat. Anyone, grihe thako, vane thako, sada hari bole dako. Whether you are a grihastha, whether you are a vanaprastha, brahmachari, sannyasi, doesn't matter. The external designations doesn't matter. Anyone who has no other interest but to dedicate one's life to the service of Lord Krishna is actually a sannyasi. One who has no other business except service to Lord Krishna is a sannyasi. Such a person always thinks of himself as a servant of Krishna, completely dependent on the supreme will of Krishna. Completely dependent on Krishna. Maro bhi rakho bhi jo ichha tohar. Nitya dasa prati तुआ अधिकार. हे भगवान, आपको पूर्ण अधिकार है मेरे प्रति, मैं आपका दास हूं. आप मुझे मारो, मुझे जीवित रखो, जैसी आपकी इच्छा. मारो भी, राखो भी, जो इच्छा तोहार. नित्य दास प्रति तुआ अधिकार. आपको पूर्ण अधिकार है. That is called Sharanagati. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya explains. A person who is thus always engaged in the service, the end of the purport, very beautiful. Prabhupada says a devotee cannot be understood so easily. A devotee is always trying to serve Krishna. Vaishnavara Kriya Mudra, Vigyana Bhujaya. A person who is thus always engaged in the service of Lord Krishna and is always thinking and planning how to serve Krishna, like Prabhupada, always planning. You should open temple here. Let me translate this book. Let's distribute these books. Let's translate this book from English into Hindi, into Spanish, into French. Always thinking how to expand Krishna's service. Srila Prabhupada. 108 temples Srila Prabhupada opened. That is called a pure devotee. A person who is always engaged in the service of Lord Krishna and is always thinking and planning how to serve Krishna. We are planning vacations. We are planning how to invest our money. We are planning how to enjoy. We are planning our next house. Custom built house. We are planning all these things. But a pure devotee is planning, how can I increase my service to my Krishna? That is a pure devotee. Prabhupada says, a person who is thus engaged in the service of Lord Krishna or is always thinking and planning how to serve Lord Krishna is to be considered completely liberated, even in the present and in the future. Both. He's already liberated. Such a devotee is going back home, back to Godhead, going to Vaikuntha, is guaranteed, Srila Prabhupada says. Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. That we have to become. Always trying to serve Krishna. Please Krishna. Such a person's liberation is guaranteed. Okay. Now, what about person who is not engaged like that? So, that we have already seen. Namam dushkritano mudha prapadyante naradhama. Such people don't surrender to Krishna. Then they simply glide down. Adho gachanti tamasa. So we'll stop here from verse 29. We will continue, Krishna willing, next Wednesday. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Bhagavad Gītā ji ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. So today very important thing we understood, that we have to try to become, Lord Krishna says, Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma. That internally we have to cultivate a feeling of Vairagya and use everything we have in Krishna's service. Yukta Vairagya. We should always try to think how I can serve Krishna, how I can remember Krishna. And Prabhupada said the best way to remember Krishna is simply with our mouth to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and with our ears hear that Mahamantra sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is the most confidential knowledge. Hare Krishna. So I'll stop here. If there are any questions, we can take. But otherwise, I would like to stop at 9:30. We have 3 more minutes. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any question. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much, dear devotees. See you tomorrow morning for the japa session. Same Zoom link at 3:30. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari.
Hari Hari.